Live from the campus of Washington and Lee University, this is a Channel 18 Rockbridge News Update.
Happy Mardi Gras. Welcome to the Rockbridge Report Live News Update. I'm Reed Gady. Lexington Director of Public Works Mike Kennedy is hard at work ensuring road safety after this week's snow. Kennedy and the rest of his department are responsible for removing snow and de-icing roads within Lexington city limits. The snow has passed, but freezing temperatures may complicate things. Kennedy says that salting the roads to melt ice will not work in conditions under 20 degrees. Thursday's forecast low is -3 degrees. Public Works will spread gravel with salt to provide traction when temperatures drop. Rockbridge County Director of EMS Brandon Mitchell says county workers have also been quick to remove snow from the roads.
Any major motor vehicle collisions or accidents, no major fires or other emergencies, just your general weather-related power outages, power lines down, trees down, things like that.
Not everyone made it through the snow unscathed. A Lexington fire truck crashed into a house on the corner of Furs Mill and Greenhouse Road yesterday afternoon. The EMS team was responding to a car crash from earlier in the afternoon at that same intersection. While the EMS team responded to the first crash, they parked the fire truck on the side of the road to prevent traffic flow. As it pulled away, the truck slid backwards and crashed into the side of the house facing Furs Mill Road. Washington and Lee Jr. Michael Gerbo lives in the house that was hit. He says the crash shook the upstairs, but damage was minimal. Messy weather in the Washington area didn't stop Ashton Carter from showing up for his first day as defense secretary. But the slick ground did make it hard for people to get around. Carter's wife, Stephanie, lost her footing getting out of the car. Carter rushed to make sure she was okay before the two headed inside. Carter was confirmed as the new defense secretary Thursday and takes over for former Secretary Chuck Hagel, who announced his resignation late last year. Previously, Carter served as Deputy Secretary of Defense. Carter will be sworn in at a White House ceremony. A new poll suggests that Republican congressional leaders should not have invited Israel's prime minister to speak before Congress without speaking to the White House first. The CNN ORC poll shows that 63% of those surveyed believe GOP leaders should have let President Obama know of their plans. 33% say Republicans were okay in doing what they did. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu will address a joint meeting of Congress next month. President Obama will not meet with him because the visit is too close to Israeli elections. More than 9,000 people have died from the Ebola virus in West Africa since the outbreak began more than a year ago. But now, there's a light at the end of the long, dark tunnel. In Liberia, a steep drop in Ebola cases means schools can finally reopen. Infection rates have been dropping every week, but reopening schools have been a mammoth task for Liberians. UNICEF has shipped safety kits to schools around the country. Meanwhile, sanitary precautions have been enforced. Schools were originally scheduled to reopen in Liberia in September of last year, but that was during the height of the crisis. Nearly 4,000 people lost their lives to the virus in Liberia. Join us on Thursday at 4:30 for the full Rockbridge Report and an update on emergency response to the snow. You can also get the latest Rockbridge County news on rockbridgereport.washingtonlee.net.